Did you genuinely think ukuthi ungabaqeda?
I did. Man, it hasn't Kubula days. Kubula watching TV at that one time. There's a new video of Pumile, and I think my breakup with that lady was still new. Next thing, Nange Chava next to Cassper in the video. I'm like, hey, I remember. Cassper, The same guy that said this.
This is not another story about the hood. This is a story about a thug living with 6 wives and one dangerous man in the hood.
The name of the game is patience, boys.
Mama, I made it.
I drop the top to the portion, I stick out my head and scream, Mama, I made it. I'm a beef. Azukala manje. We understand? Huh? Thina sizohleka sibeke nje. Senza imali sibabeke nje. Senza imali sibabeke nje. Asili thi. Like what you maka guys, it also feels good to know re media ka on thatela hore ke montle as well. You understand? You see my wife, hosh karamaim, hosh karamai.
Yep, that's right. Cassper Nyovest. Let's go.
Just hold on to God.
How you, family?
I'm good. How are you?
I see sharp.
It's a dope intro.
No salute, bro.
Yeah.
But umashaya wena. There's 6 wives, Baba.
No,
we're waiting.
Yeah, we're still waiting. 5 more to go.
That song was about Doc Shebeleza. Not me.
But KwaZulu is allowed.
Come on.
No,
I got you.
I can't. Religiously, I can't, but also realistically,
Yeah.
I can't. Like, once you get married, you realize that.
What's it now? Like,
6
let
of
me
this,
extra
there's
5.
no-
But you've got money, so you can afford it.
6 people.
Yeah.
Like, 1 is enough, bro. My wife changes every day. It's a new person.
And you're like, huh?
Every day. I'm
And
like,
is this the one I
person-
married? The one that was yesterday? Like,
It changed. So I'm like, no, God knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
So like 6, trying to like understand 6 people.
No, yeah, goes off. Let's take it back to the beginning because origin stories are very, very important always.
Yeah.
Do you remember what I told you about how I first became aware of you?
Yeah.
You remember the story? I'll remind you now, if not.
Remind
Icon.
us.
Okay. No, not even then. The first time I ever became aware of you was when I used to produce Euphonic's radio show, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then we'd spoken to WHP on who he thought had next.
Yeah.
And he said, call this kid Cassper Nyovest. I think he's got next. And then, I think it was 2008, 2009,
Yeah.
we then interviewed you on the show and we're like, okay, who's this? But you were like,
2006.
yeah, I'm coming up. It's going to happen, this thing. And we were like, all right, you know? And then time came and
I had a conversation with Euphonic that time when I was telling him I was going to be the biggest thing in hip hop. And he asked me a question on radio. He's like, why hip hop?
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, as I was about to answer, he's like, because hip hop doesn't make money.
Yeah, I remember. You even put it in a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, in my mind, remember, the game was so different. In my mind, this was me like reaching.
Yeah.
Like, watch me, I'm going to drive a Range Rover.
Yeah.
Through hip hop.
Yeah.
And I don't have that clip. And I've been looking for the video clip of me and Euphonic having this conversation. Yeah. And we changed the game from there.
Straight up, right?
Legendary, yeah.
Very,
but it was
cool.
also so crazy for Euphonic to have me on his show.
Yeah.
Just because WHP said this kid is next. I didn't have a song. I didn't have
nothing.
It was just
a
a
cosign.
reference. Yeah, that's all.
The power of a cosign, eh?
Yep.
So many memories. I think a lot of people Labantu will say the first song by Yoga Cassper is Doc Shebeleza.
Yeah.
But there were songs before that never landed as big as Doc Shebeleza, right?
Yes.
So take us through that journey then and saying what then says to you as a rapper, as an upcoming artist, because there's definitely a kid somewhere listening to Manje saying, Nami, I want my shot up there.
Yeah.
But how do you what do you find inside you to keep going?
You just got to keep hitting, man. It's something that I'm relearning now.
Yeah.
About the game is this: you just gotta keep striking. You could never ever hit the target if you don't strike. So for me, I just kept on hitting and kept on striking and kept on trusting my gut because I tried so many sounds and styles before that. At some point, I was doing Afrobeat before it was even popular here. Because I believed that it was the next sound in Africa. And it didn't work for me. There's a song called Wahala that's online that I put out. So for me, I just kept on hitting and trusting my gut. And when I found the Doc Shebeleza beat, I just knew.
Yeah.
That was it, and I believed it. So my friends didn't like the song or the beat.
That's
so
crazy. What do
left
you
the studio.
mean?
For real.
They left the studio.
Everyone left the studio when I was recording that
Because the
song.
first time we heard it,
I remember, I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
We were doing a Pop Bottles in Bloemfontein.
yeah.
And you performed it. It still comes up as a memory on my Facebook.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I think I even said it to you. I said, yo, it's over.
And it was that time in
And
Soweto as well.
Exactly.
But
But
before the game, we were like, nah.
before
this
that,
is the one.
there was the song I fell in love with,
Yeah.
Halaira Pantsula.
Yeah.
I still have it to the day. For me, it's one of the best Cassper Nyovest songs.
It's me
But
too.
how I found that song was he was with Tasso sitting on the back of Ivan. It was a Corsa just outside Cresta.
Yeah.
And I said, guys, where's the music?
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, I've got the song here. Send me your number. And he sent it. I still have it to the day.
Yes.
How crazy is that?
It's wild, man. And you know, for me, that's why I always have to go back to those moments to remind myself how I got here.
Yeah.
Because success is such a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you relax, and it also makes you second judge yourself. You know, you don't want to lose it, so you're scared of taking risks and experimenting.
Yeah.
So for me, I always have to go back to those moments where I really trusted myself and I really wanted to push and I really marketed myself, and that's where I am now in my career.
Sure.
Again, if you see, I'm everywhere because
I've been watching you back to dancing.
yeah, I am. I'm back to everything.
Yeah.
You know, I'm back to everything. So, Tasso was also a great person in my life. Taught me a lot about the business of music
Sure.
and discipline, money. He was also like a guy who was very, very good with money. At that time, you didn't have a lot of producers who had cribs and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was able to build a life. So he's one of the people that I really learned from.
Okay. You're not prepping for any fight right now, so we should eat meat, man.
Yeah, I wish I was prepping, man. You know, when I'm not fighting, I gain weight. I chill.
Not.
Yeah. I wish I was fighting. I want to fight Knock Music. You know, I wish his friends could just convince him. Yeah.
And the big Zulu fight, you know?
Yeah, that one is a long one. That one's a long one. But I wanted it to happen. But
Yeah.
The numbers?
The deals must make sense.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. Because it's dangerous.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm
It's
with you.
dangerous. He's a big guy. But yeah.
I got you.
Hopefully it happens this year. Yeah.
I know it's fire now. I mean, like, we were there at the Sun City joint, so definitely we'll be there for that one as well.
It was crazy, right?
Always in support. Yeah.
It
Very,
was
very
crazy.
cool. I want to now go back to something you touched on in the first part of our chat, just around the confidence when it comes to dropping new music.
Yes.
But there's always criticism. Somebody's always talking smack whenever you're about to drop a new project.
Yeah.
How do you, get through that?
I had to get to a point where, like I'm saying, I had to remind myself who I am,
Yeah.
what I do,
Sure.
why I do it, and how I do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think I got to a point where the criticism was getting to my head and it was starting to affect me. And I honestly didn't believe in my music anymore. I thought I was whack too. Then one day I woke up, I was just like, nah, actually forget these people. I'm going to do what I do
Right.
and what I believe works for me. And boom, man, I'm back on top.
Yeah.
After a while. Maybe it's been 3-4 years since I had a song that was, you know,
Yeah.
like this. Like there was a hit, a smash hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've had dope and good songs, but
Yeah.
like I haven't had something like this in a while. It only took for me to say, you know what, I'm not gonna listen to anything, and I'm gonna go as hard as I used to go, and I'm very, very happy about it. You know,
Grateful, yeah.
Ushobani is the biggest SA hip hop song right now,
Yeah.
but it's also like it's number 12 on the Spotify charts. I haven't had anything like that in a while. So
That's dope. And once again, I remember now that the first time I saw you perform it, I texted you on some, this
Yes.
song.
just
Something
like
special
things
here,
like
Ken.
that. Like when people send you messages
Yeah.
like that, it tells you, you're onto something. So it's been a while since I had that.
Yeah.
Like someone like you text me or DJ saying, "Can you please send me the song?"
Yeah.
That's when I know. Usually I send DJ.
Yeah.
Please play my song.
Hey, song can fit.
Now guys are hitting me up like, "Please send me." So I sent you the song 2 months ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm very happy about that. A story behind that though. I actually prayed for it.
Yeah.
I was at a point where I felt like my career was slowing down, and I was literally surviving on business. Just because I'm lucky to have businesses that I own. So I was really realizing that the music money is slowing down, and without the music, I can't sell anything.
Got you.
So in home sale one time, there was a prayer request, and I was like, "Yo, God, can I please have hits?" And everyone was laughing, but I put it like that, and Nomuzi said, "Yo, when you get the hits, don't forget us." So I'll never ever stop talking about that moment. 2 weeks later, Scooter Bab.
Yeah.
And then a month later, Kushoban. You know, so there's no prayer that is too small.
Or too
big for God. Because, I mean, hits is a small thing. Yeah. People were praying for serious things, man, like healing from cancer.
Yeah.
And then I come and say, can I please have hits?
Yeah.
And then I got it. So, you know, a big shout out to Jesus Christ. Every platform that I get, I want to speak about the name above all names.
Yeah. Kushoban is out, as you've said, and everybody's making a noise about it. It's trending. Yes. But the biggest part is the Karamaima part.
Yes.
And a lot of people often know what that means. And also, off air ukhuluma isiZulu, but la on radio
angesaba yo
Saban
or Saba Big Zulu. Like no, I'm confused. Saban.
No, it's just it's so funny. It's intimidating. It's like I can speak until I have to speak.
Yeah.
Khuluma zami sikuzo.
Yeah. Mangikhuluma nje ish yabona manje.
Seqalile njalo.
Angazi ish mawuthi ngikhulume maybe on radio or on camera angazi siyabaleka nje
amathatha bundle yaphela wesiZulu.
When I was selling tickets for fill up I had to flow. Angibiza usiphiwe angingena hayi ngisekurifile ngisiphiwe mina ngicela uthenga amathikiti siya lapha now I sound like Capo.
Let it go, dog. Let it go.
So what does Oshkaramaima mean, please?
Oshkaramaima is a word me and my friends made up. You know, we have our own slang. So there's a guy called Nokana who, you know, kind of put the word together. So we used to say, at first, we never used to say the girl was hot. We used to say it's hosh. So it's like hosh. It's another level of hot.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So Karamaima is a mixture of like all the good things. There's a little bit of Indian there, Kalat, Zulu, Tswana. So it's a Karamaima. It's descriptive.
I need to pause you right now, and we're going to keep you for the other side of 5 o'clock as well, because we have 3 more questions to ask you that are very important. Oh, mind you, we need to hear this. Cassper, I actually wanted to ask you, right, because you also touched on it, that you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the presence of God in your life.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, you saw last year there was all this criticism towards, all these celebrities are suddenly finding God. Do they not know God existed all these years? How do you get through it and stay on your path, logu your mind, of making sure that your relationship with God is still solid?
You know what I find funny?
Yeah.
People think celebrities aren't people. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like people think celebrities are like a certain type of creature.
Yeah.
So I saw a lot of that. These celebrities are finding God and what was going on, Illuminati. And I was like, bro, if making money was so easy that you can go somewhere and just sign a paper and be part of a community and then you're going to be super rich, everybody would be doing that,
sure.
Number one. Number two, my coming out and speaking about my relationship with Jesus, particularly, not just God.
Yeah.
Because we all grew up in church. I grew up in church.
Yeah.
But I never had a personal relationship with Jesus besides, you know, the God or Jesus that I heard from my mom or my so I did that because I couldn't shut up. I still can't shut up.
Yeah.
You know, because when I needed him, he showed up for me.
Sure.
At my lowest. You know what I mean? I literally lost my mind.
Yeah.
I couldn't get a hold of my mind, and I couldn't believe that it took one prayer to feel such a love, such a presence. And it's like, I couldn't shut up. So for me, I don't care what people say, especially now. I don't care what people say about my journey with God because it reveals Christ. I love the fact that people criticize me. I love it because it reveals Christ. I love the fact that people bring up my past.
Yeah.
Because that's not where it ends. Like, can you believe that crazy kid who was really out here trying to sleep with every single woman that you could ever think of, got married and is committed to his wife? That could only be because of the power of God. So I love that. I love the fact that people are criticizing me because it doesn't point fingers at me. It lets me point fingers at God.
Did you genuinely think
I did.
Mina hasn't Kubula days. Nkubula watching TV like that one time, there's a new video Pumile, and I think my breakup with that lady was still new. Next thing, Nange Chaiva next to Cassper in the video, I'm like, bamqedile.
Hey, I remember.
Cassper.
And let me tell you, I hadn't met her before. It was my first time meeting her. It was Major League. Major League got a problem. They still are. I'm still trying to talk to Major League. Every time I see Major League, I give them a lecture. Like, boys, we really need to stop. Like,
Come to church, boys.
Let's get out.
Hey,
But you know, Spare earlier on said, you had to go. I mean, Nave said you had to go through it and get it out your system.
Yeah.
I don't believe it ever gets out your system.
Yeah.
It never ever gets out your system. It doesn't. It never gets. It's impossible without God to stop that thing, because it's a pleasure thing. It's not the deed.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure thing. You know, pleasure is an addiction. Like, people do.
It's the hunt and satisfaction.
And people do anything and everything for pleasure, just like food, bro. I'm telling you, it's like.
Nina niyama addicts nje. Senifuna ukusifaka kulento yenu ma addicts. This thing, I personally believe, with willpower, you can get over anything.
What is willpower, bro?
Yes, so
how long you been in the gym?
Boy.
How long you been in the gym?
I'm not. That's the thing.
But how long have you been training?
No, I see.
How long have you been training? You never had a six-pack since you got in the gym.
Yeah, but I also,
you know
my diet is a mess.
Yes, that's the thing. So are you a food addict?
No.
What do you call it?
I just don't want to die and get to heaven with a salad in my stomach.
We'll continue this off air, plus the usual 5 questions with Cassper Nyovest will be up. Where do we find you on the socials?
Yo, CASSPRNYOVEST. I'm everywhere. Instagram. Very, very much on TikTok now.
Sure.
That's my platform. I love it a lot.
Makes sense.
Not really on Twitter, but Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok is my thing.
One word around your inclusion on Ricky's album coming out April 4?
Grateful.
Nazo.
Yeah.
Cassper Nyovest in the place to be here on Gagasi Fast Lane, bro. We appreciate you making the time. And it's not the first time you're going to be here this year, because you know, you're going to be making moves, and we wanted to catch it fast.
Yeah, I'm going to be back.